let's shift focus to the precious metals basket, and that is where all the action is. Although we have seen a profit booking in trade yesterday, we have seen some bit of recovery yet again in trade today. But what are technicals suggesting, and what is the outlook for 2026? To discuss that, we are now joined by Mr. Ajay Kedia, MD and Research Head at Kedia Commodities. Mr. Kedia, afternoon, and thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. Although there are no fundamental reasons on the kind of volatility that we are seeing, technically, if you can take us through what's happening in the precious metals market after the 10% decline in silver, it is now up 4.5%. Your thoughts on where it is headed?
So, golden afternoon, Shisha. See, I think volumes are very low as of now because holiday mood is doing there. Until 5th of January, we can expect this type of volatility in the market. Fundamentally, yes, there are certain points which are been observed by investors. First of all, CME has raised the margin on gold and silver both. Because of that, also we have seen yesterday some profit booking has been triggered. Secondly, the tweet from Elon Musk about the industry is now getting a pinch after the rally of silver, or maybe China is reviewing their export policy for 2026 that can impact the global recession. Global corporate concerns would be there, and because of that also we have some profit booking, and it was due because whatever the rally up till now we have seen in precious metal was marvelous, and profit booking was due. So I think that technically yes, market was severely overbought. We are anticipating this kind of profit booking in the month of October. Also we have seen 18% fall in case of silver. In case of gold it was 13%. Today a single day fall is been slightly making traders slightly away because of huge volatility. We expect some profit booking would be there, but today it's just a retracement in domestic market and international market. But fundamental about to come, like Fed minutes would be there that can be slightly helpful because interest rate cut will continue to be there in 2026. So I have to wait for some cemented fundamentals that will be out by 5th of January.
Okay, I understand several factors which will continue to remain at play for the precious metals market next year. But if you can take us through what your target price is, at least in the near term, say 1 to 2 months, either on the global market or on MCX, any target price that you're working with?
Yeah, sure. Because see, up till now, what we have seen, whenever there is a single concern, that will support bullion. But into 2025, we have seen multiple points. Because of that, this rally has been there. We don't expect 2026 is going to be similar what we have seen in 2025. Although maybe we can see a level like 48.15 international for gold, which is around 12 to 15% from current level. We can see on upper side, but drawdown towards the support of 3800 is possible for gold because profit booking from ETFs and geopolitical tension cool off, this kind of things would be there. But in case of silver, frankly, we were expecting $75 to 80 level, but in next couple of years, but that target has achieved in a very single year. Maybe a corrective dip towards the level of 60 to $60 in international, but upside would be maybe around 85 to $90, but that would take time. So I think corrections are expected as things have been matured, whatever the factors up till now we have seen. But range could be around 48.50 on higher side for gold and $90 for silver.
Okay, so $90 on silver, that's the target price coming in for silver, and you've spoken about gold as well. But let's shift focus to the oil market then. Oil has seen a decline of nearly 18 to 20%. That's the Brent crude that I'm talking about. Your thoughts on what OPEC Plus could do in the next 2 to 3 months, and what kind of action could we see on oil prices as we head into the next year?
I think OPEC story has completely discounted in the market. Already we have seen previously the production cut was been there, but now it's a pause. We don't expect Brent to hold below, let's say, 59 or $60 mark, or even above 66, 67 as of now, because market is totally oversupplied. In 2025, we have seen US production. Every production was been quite high as compared to demand. So maybe for first quarter, prices would be in range or slightly weak. Only in case of some geopolitical event, we can see a spike, like currently US, Venezuela, or China, Taiwan, or Russia, Ukraine can exert more. So I think range would be around $58 to 66 for first 3 months of calendar year 2026. But overall, I think from first quarter onwards, prices should get support. But as of now, 58 to 66 would be the range for crude oil prices.
So that's the view on crude oil prices going forward. Any thoughts on the precious metals basket, especially copper, because of the 40% uptick that we have seen on a year-to-date basis?
I think base metal is not yet started its rally because one side the consumption, one side now precious metal is already overdone its rally. So I think the fund would transfer from move from precious metal to industrial metal because rates central banks are cutting down the rates, inflation are been normal. So I think consumption story yet to start. So I think copper overall we are targeting around $13,500 for 2026. Maybe after yesterday's fall, some consolidation can be there. But overall, 13,500 for copper, zinc could be around, let's say, 3,500 on domestic side. We are expecting copper to be around 1,400 level. Zinc could be around 340. Aluminium could be around 320. Overall, I think base metal yet to start its rally. Consumption story will continue to support uh, uh, base metal in 2026. Supply side concern would be there.
And Mr. Kedia, do you track steel and iron ore? If at all you have a view on the ferrous metals as well?
Yeah, still in last 15 days, we have seen on domestically prices has gained to the level of 41,000 level mark. But we don't expect as of now, we'll be slightly cautious because inventories are quite high. Supply side is been quite good as compared to demand. But definitely as rallies have been there for other base metal, it could support steel prices also. Maybe we can see prices moving to the level of 45,000, but uh, supply is quite good. So don't expect fireworks what we have seen in silver or copper, but prices would be trading with a positive mindset.
Okay, so that's the view coming in on the ferrous metals. Mr. Kedia, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET
Thank you,
Now and
Ashish.
helping us understand what the outlook is, not only for the precious metals but for industrial metals, whether it is ferrous or non-ferrous. On that note, we need to slip into a very short break, but more news and updates will continue on the other side.